Okay, this is more Aleister Crowley. Book of Wisdom Folly. Altera de via naturae, sayest thou, methinks that here is a great riddle, since by reason of much repression thou hast lost the knowledge of thine original nature? My son, this is not so, for by a peculiar ordinance of heaven, and a disposition occult within his mind, is every man protected from this loss of his own soul until and unless he be by coronson disintegrated and dispersed beyond power of will to repair, as when the conflict within him, rending and burning, hath made his mind utterly desert and his soul madness. Give ear attentively, the will is not lost, though it be buried beneath a life-old midden of repressions. For it persisteth vital within thee. Is it not the true motion of thine inmost being? And for all thy conscious striving cometh forth by night, and by stealth in dream and fantasy. Now it is naked and brilliant, now clothed in rich robes of symbol and hieroglyph, but alway travelleth it with thee upon thy path, ready to acquaint thee with thy true nature, if thou attend unto its word, its gesture, or its show of imagery. Quomodo natura sua est legenda. Deem not therefore that thy lightest fancy is witless. It is a word to thee, a prophecy, a sign or signal from thy Lord. Thy most unconscious acts are keys to the treasure chamber of thine own palace, which is the house of the Holy Ghost. Consider well thy conscious thoughts and acts, for they are under the dominion of thy will, and moved in accord with the operation of thy reason. This indeed is a necessary work, enabling thee to comprehend in what manner thou mayst adjust thyself to thine environment. Yet is this adaptation but defense for the most part, or at the best subterfuge and stratagem in the tactics of thy life, with but an accidental and subordinate relation to thy true will, whereof by consciousness and by reason thou mayst be ignorant. Altera de via naturae, sayest thou, methinks that here is a great riddle, since by reason of
potatoes that come in from this harvest, and I want you to sort them into three groups: those that we sell, those that we use for seeding, and those that we throw away. So he left it at that. At the end of the day, the laborer came back and said, "Well, that's enough, mister. I quit." Oh, he said, "You can't quit. I've never had such an excellent worker. I'll raise your salary. I'll do anything to keep you around." Ah, I said, "No. It's all right mending fences and chopping wood, but this potato business is decision after decision after decision after decision." So when we decide, we're always worrying, did I think this over long enough? Did I take enough data into consideration? And if you think it through, you find you never could take enough data into consideration. The data for a decision in any given situation is infinite. So what you do is, you go through the motions of thinking out what you will do about this. And then when the time comes to act, you make a snap judgment. I mean, I'm speaking a little extremely, making some fun of it and so on, because after all, we do occasionally get the big out.